That's why I do this. If you can't tell, there you go. That is a monarch caterpillar, chrysalis. I actually found it and I was cutting down all of the freaking gladiolas and moving them. And so I moved it to that little spot. He's got a little bit of shade, gets a little bit of sun. Hopefully he's in a good spot. Hasn't been disturbed, so hopefully that's going to hatch, because there was a huge lack of butterflies this year and nobody's happy about it. And I'm definitely not happy about it, because that's why I do this. I like bugs. I like creatures of all sorts. But yeah, so it's been a couple months. I think I have a video I never uploaded, actually. But yeah, let's talk about what's happened this summer. It's finally starting to cool off. Kids just started back to school. Hell yeah. Well, my one kid, my other kid's an adult, you know. Repotted the papaya. Little concerned that the soil mix is a little too rich, because I mixed in some of the clay, natural soil that's around here. But I also mixed in a lot of the bark and just a bunch of stuff in there. So I'm hoping it's not too heavy, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. And if it looks like it's starting to droop or anything like that, get overwatered, well, we're going to repot it again with some other stuff. The sunflowers did great, other than something breaking them constantly. I don't know if it was like birds that were just real fat trying to get them, but they kept breaking off. So yeah, food for Mr. Blue. He's my chinchilla. Chinchillas can have sunflowers. You have to dry them first, of course. I don't know if you know anything about chinchillas, but they have to eat dry foods. And so yeah, he got lots of that. You can see the milkweed's mostly gone. I've been collecting the pods so that I can replant them. I learned this year, one thing I did learn is that milkweed shoots and young pods are edible. So that's cool, and maybe something I'll try for next year. This all kind of got left behind. This one I did realize was 2 dahlias. I don't know if they're going to come back. Some of them are perennial, some of them are annual, it says. So if they come back, I'll move one of them. But there's the pink one, and then the one right behind it's yellow. So they'll need to be separated eventually. Didn't get any of these things planted yet, because God knows it was too goddamn hot. So a couple things have probably died. Other things are just fine. We just do the best we can. Found out I got another little primrose plant here. You can see that little yellow thing. That's the flower. So it's very tiny, so it has to have been here at least 2 years. I don't know if I dropped it when I first got it or what, but there you go. This is the main thing I've been keeping up with. This little spot over here. These fence posts are going to be going down here in a minute. Well, in a minute, in a couple days, you'll see. I tried transplanting some milkweed. I'm not upset that they died back. I kind of expected that. So we'll see if they come back next year, though, because I did rebury the roots nice, gave them lots of water, all that good stuff. And I also transplanted a bone set, and it seems to be doing just fine. So you can see this huge vine back here. Some sort of decorative pumpkin. Don't know what kind yet. Mostly been getting male flowers, which is what you see there. They lure in the bees. As you can see, they are very happy with those. But I did notice this last week, I finally got my first female flower. I don't know if it got pollinated or not, but you could tell it's a female flower because you see that little bulb there. That's going to be the pumpkin at some point. And you can see the male flowers there. None. So most of these are all male flowers, but we're starting to get the female ones, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the start of a whole bunch of little mini decorative pumpkins. Got a little ironweed right there. It's unfortunately going to have to get moved because this whole string line is going to eventually be a path, but for now it can stay. So this is some 9 bark. Mother-in-law got this for me. She actually got me 2, so there's one on each side. I don't know if somebody was digging at it or what. Might have been. I don't know. It's all busted up a little bit over there, but I think it's okay. But yeah, so those will be on either side of the path for my little walkway, and it'll look nice. And you do also want to put, like, gate there, stuff like that, but, small steps. So this is the fence I'm working on at the moment. Because my sweet potato got eaten. I don't know but by something. And it ate the whole damn thing, dug up the little root ball and everything. So kind of pissed about that. But it just reinforces the need of getting my fence in. And I also have some little dangly, sparkly things to hang to try and maybe chase a few things away if anything starts to do that. So I'm going to be working on this the next couple days. It's going to take effort because Lord knows getting those little pegs inside the little slots there, yeah, it's more difficult than it looks in porn. So, but yeah, so that's what I've been doing over there. Cleared this bed out pretty much. Like I said, got the gladiolas out. They're mostly there, and there's some up there that, you know, the nice big bulbs I saved. I sent some to my dad. But yeah, everything over here is looking pretty good. I started planting some of that blue-eyed grass along the edge here to make a border, so hopefully that's going to start popping up next year. Black-eyed Susans, and they may be brown-eyed ones. I don't remember which ones they were, but you know, whatever. They're getting ready to die back a bit. I could probably deadhead them and get another flush. I might do that. These are my Liatris. They're looking really pretty this year. The one got bit. Again, I don't know what's coming in my yard. I mean, I know we have deer, we have rabbits, we have squirrels, we have all kinds of crap. We have turkeys, and you know, all kinds of stuff that could have come in here and taken a nibble, stepped on it, and whatever. So that's that. A little more echinacea here. My little comfrey plants are looking like they're going to be just fine. Wasn't sure about them for a while, but they're there. And then I also found these two little wild plants right here. These are some kind of, they're called Indian tobacco. I don't know what family they are, but apparently the Native Americans used to chew them like tobacco. They are slightly toxic, as a lot of these things are, but as they are native, I left them be. But now this is one of my favorite times of year, and you can see why. The big start of the purple flush. All of that is ironwood. All of it. Well, I mean, there's, you know, Queen Anne's lace and a couple of goldenrods and boneses mixed in and stuff, but I try to leave as much of that as possible because it is butterfly crack. But as you can see, distinct lack of butterflies this year, guys. Not great. I've seen a few here and there. But if you see a butterfly, if you see a caterpillar doing anything, let it be, let it do its things. We need them. Things aren't looking good on that front. So I'm hoping I can at least keep a few alive in this yard. It's still slightly early for butterflies, but there should be at least a couple out, and there are none. So yeah, that's the bad news. In other news, I did get this tree, most of it cleaned up. Got the mulch out. It looks like I need to do a second round here, and I'm gonna throw some sedum on top of it. I think try and get some of the weeds to be overgrown some. I have found all this frickin' autumn olive in here. Very annoying, very invasive. Gonna have to dig it up at some point, but time and effort, you know. But and the other thing I was happy about this year is that my swamp milkweed did come back nice and strong and happy. Love it. I did see some butterflies on it this year, a couple, so that's great. But I did decide this little garden bed, I'm going to remove the wood, I'm going to reweed it a bit, and then I'm going to cover it in wildflower seeds. Try to get a little more wildflower, different types of wildflower action there. And then, you know, I can slowly start taking cuttings and stuff, transplants and whatnot. Shed still has not been fixed, although I think I'm going to try and order the plywood for that, at least to redo the roof and cover it with the rubber coating, because it looks bad. I'm out of a car, unfortunately. My car was broken. Got the battery dead. And then Mark unfortunately put the battery in backwards and accidentally fried some stuff and some fuses, so he's been working on that, but he works a lot and he hasn't had time to get all the parts in and see if I need a new car or if, he's just I'm totally bummed because I can't drive his car because it's stick, and it's a weird stick too. So I got some little purple-headed grass. It's another native. I try to leave that alone when I see it. Of course, with grass, it's very hard to tell sometimes when it doesn't have the seed heads. But probably going to get mowed this weekend since it's finally taking a turn for the cool. And that'll be nice because then I can do a lot more. I think I'm going to have him mow at least the middle chunk of the yard. Have him avoid that half. And the other half where there's a lot of flowering going on right now. I did read somewhere that when you do have lawns like this, that you should try to mow it in sections, not mow the same part every time. Makes it better for pollinators, so I will have him do that. But yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, plumeria grew great this year. I was very happy with its progress. It'll start getting cooler. Once I see the leaves start to drop, I'm gonna have to take it inside. But yeah, I think it's got a few more weeks left in it. Faux show. And then this poor salvia is going to have to get moved if it does not come back next year. But I'm debating, now that the season's winding down, moving it anyway. So, we'll see. But, yeah, that's about it. I hope everybody's been good and been well. And I hope everybody's taking time in their life to get outside a little bit. See you.